still sounds like a fart.
Yeah. No, at least you're honest.
I know, it sounds bad, but goes okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's what really matters.
I think one of the more underrated engines, Karl, when it comes to Commodores is the alloy tech, isn't it?
Yes, for sure. Obviously the previous alloy techs and the VEs,
Yeah.
most of it comes down to maintenance, but obviously they're notorious for timing change.
Timing
Everyone
chains. You always
knows.
hear timing chains. You search YouTube and the first thing that comes up is timing chains.
Yes,
but
that's it.
These engines with a bit of boost in them respond quite well, don't they?
Yeah, well, this one's pushing over, last I checked, over 300 at the wheels on 7 pounds going into the engine.
So what are these rated at, naturally aspirated at the engine?
Rated at 210.
210 kilowatts.
But with Holden, they measure their power at the crank, not
yes,
the
yeah,
wheels.
Of course, yeah.
And I've seen them to the wheels make 150, 160, 165. So basically over 100 kilowatts just with pretty much a bolt-on kit.
So this, do you want to pop the bonnet? This is Supercharged. We haven't actually mentioned that, but that's another thing. A lot of these cars you see have turbo kits on them.
Yeah. I've actually been in a twin turbo one of these.
Yeah.
And that basically made the decision for me that I wanted something in the engine bay because the turbo kits are mounted low.
Yeah.
And on Melbourne roads, you hit the wrong bump, there it goes. And the one I was in was, I wasn't very impressed, it was very laggy.
Like a top mount supercharger, these are a bit more linear, the boost. This doesn't come in, you don't get 7 pounds straight away.
No. So it does build boost like a turbo, but obviously because it's belt driven, you do get that initial punch. So I haven't actually checked it properly, but all the turbo cars I have been in, what this feels like is as soon as you punch it, it gives you about 2.5 pounds and then builds up from there.
So sort of to drive, it might feel like a larger displacement naturally aspirated engine? Yeah.
It does have a lot more torque down low than a regular 6, but nothing like a V8, nothing like that.
So with the EFI side of things, I don't know a whole lot about, do you tune them the same as you would, say, an LS-based engine? Is it all the same?
I'm not sure. I got this all done through a shop.
Okay, yep.
Rev High, just down the road here in Hallam.
Oh, okay. Ross Reviews. He's a nice guy, Ross. Does some good videos.
Check him out.
Yeah.
It's a Vortech V3 from Kappa Performance.
The one thing, I mean, I've been in many different combinations, and some superchargers I've been in, they're clearly too big for the engine, and like driving it normally, you're not way up in the RPM for the majority of your driving, yeah? So a lot of engines, they build them wrong. Same as a big turbo, and they're just sort of, nothing happens. You sort of want something that goes in your mid-range is sort of where you drive the most, isn't it? Yeah,
well, that's the thing with this. I mean, it does have the power there when I want it, but if I'm driving it just like a regular car, you wouldn't even know anything's done to it. It drives just like a stock SV6.
Did you have the idea of supercharging it when you bought the car, or was it just something that came along?
Well, I bought the car brand new.
Yeah.
Back in December of 2017. This was in the last production run. And back then I knew nothing about cars. I just bought it because I liked the shape, liked the look. And then it was only a year and a half, 2 years later, I realized what I had when Holden officially went. And then obviously that got me into cars, so I did all the painting, started doing little things. So I eventually got a OTR and the exhaust through a different shop. That got me hooked on the horsepower bug, and now I'm here.
I noticed it's got a few stone chips on it. Clearly you have done a few highway kilometres in this year.
Yes. Daily drove it for about 90,000 kilometres before I bought my daily driver.
Standard modified car life, mate. You modify it and then you got to buy a daily for the daily. Yeah?
Yep, that's it.
How many kilometres are on it now?
Just over 120.
Yeah.
So I put this in the garage probably just over 2 years ago. So I've put pretty much 30,000 on it since then. So I still drive it every chance I get.
Is there anything else you're going to do with it? I noticed you've changed the wheels there.
So next up, probably going to happen next month, I'm going to be putting 6-piston brakes up front.
Okay.
I'm going to try swap the front brakes, put them on the back with a line lock. Obviously going to go LSD.
Oh yeah.
So I'm chopping between either 3.7 or 3.9. I don't know what I want to do yet.
What gears are these? Standard?
This has 2.92, I believe.
That's a big jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't go too big.
But we are doing engine work too.
Yeah,
so my tuner, I've already spoken to him. We're going to be building the bottom end, forged rods and pistons, full E85 fuel system with injectors. We're even talking about doing a dedicated methanol tank with just a single injector in the intake port. and custom pulley, we're going to go 16 psi.
Oh wow! So is the gearbox going to be okay with that, or are you just going to see out?
Definitely not.
No.
But that's either going to be ripped out or built.
Sounds like it's about to snowball, Karl.
Yep, all hopes and dreams. No money to do it.
Yeah, I'm keen to see how it goes on the dyno. Yeah, most engines that are above 3 litres, say, in capacity, generally, yeah, you do pick up a fair bit of power with not a whole lot of boost. So when you start it up, it clearly hasn't got a stock exhaust on it?
No. It's got 100 cell high flow cats into a 2.5 inch X-Force Series 7 system.
Well, I reckon we'll get it on the dyno and hear some of them mangs.
Can't wait.
Alloy Techs, that's more the Ecotech, isn't it?
Yeah, this having integrated headers, it does not sound good.
Yeah.
I wish I could cut the noise out the back and just have the noise out the front, but I can't.
Yeah. And generally superchargers make that exhaust sound louder. You know, a turbo sort of acts like a muffler.
I found when this went from NA to supercharged, it actually deepens the tone a little bit.
Yes.
But still just a 6 without headers, so it still sounds like a fart.
Yeah. At least you're honest.
I know, it sounds bad, but it goes okay, so that's what really matters.